Hey y'all, this is Wall Dog, old vampire dude. So I was just thinking, there's a couple things I want to talk about this morning. It is like 5 o'clock. Or I don't know. I think it's like 5 o'clock. First off, I'm feeling powerful, and my thought, because I like to mess. This is the thing I do. I like to mess with myself. I'm like, I'm thinking about, you know, so-called superhero things, so-called thinking about supernatural things, and I'm like feeling all big, feeling all big and strong. I look at myself. I turn up. It happened when I was shaving my beard a little bit, trimming my beard, and I'm like, I've got all these like strong thoughts or whatever, really big thoughts. I look at myself, and I'm like, you know, I'm just laughing at myself. And then like when I turn on the camera, I see myself. I'm like, my first thought as a leader, as an alpha male, and how I was feeling, to maintain my mood, I should say, it's like I see myself. I'm like, look, you gotta be big. You gotta be big and scary. There's not enough. There's not enough. It's like I was thinking to myself. This is also funny. Uh, uh, I was thinking about Batman. I was thinking about the comic book hero version, or maybe not the comic book, but like the movie version of Batman. I was thinking to myself, and this is like part of my training, mental training, uh, the way, the process of doing this, kind of self evaluation. I was thinking to myself, who would win in a fight? Who would win in a fair fight? And then I was, like, there's a part of me that's like competitive, but also like trying to measure myself, you know, uh, on on different levels. It's like leadership. I was leadership training myself basically. But I was like taking it seriously, like who would win? Like based off of my knowledge of Batman, like clearly, there's the obvious things, but like one on one, like I was thinking like first off, my first thought was like, well, he has all this like dangerous stuff, right? Like a fight would not be good. I'm like, well, I was starting to think like from a like charismatic standpoint, or like from a like, and I was like, well, and like if we had um if depending on try not to look at myself. Um, uh, if we had if we were in our zones, if we were in our arenas where we feel comfortable, then it would be interesting. I mean, clearly, I've got mental supernatural abilities. He has his abilities. And I don't know why. Why specifically Batman? I think that's a. I mean, I'm a vampire, but I like Batman. I like other superheroes too. I just started with Batman. I think would be my answer. Why is it relevant? Um, or should I say? I want to say like why is like it's kind of it seems ridiculous and illogical. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this to myself? And that's the point of training and doing the mental exercise to evaluate myself. And when I get frustrated, it's a sign to me so that I can be better aware of myself and my instincts of um, how I view myself. And this morning I was doing some self analysis of myself, some critical thinking. Basically, one thing that I've realized that's true for me and for some other people, I don't know about all people, for some other people, that um, you can hear, you can believe something, but not until it is confirmed in your heart do you embrace it as a fact or something that is, that sticks to your heart, I should say, your instincts. And it's interesting. I'll just be transparent. Uh, the specific thing was that I am strong. I mean, I can show that in different ways, but to me, in my brain, it's like, well, it doesn't really matter. It's like, not really. It's just kind of a thing I'm not really embracing. I'm just actively doing things and trying to be a better person. But embracing it within my heart, as I just described, is different. And I was basically thinking critically in the sense that, I had this experience that kind of opened my eyes to other experiences. And for these experiences and these results to be true, then, if that, then I am strong. My heart was like, well, yeah, yeah, embrace that. Another thing this morning, the birds. I don't know if you can hear them right now, but no, clearly I'm alpha psychotic right now, which I talked about in the last video. Um, the birds, the birds are freaking me out, man. Um, it's interesting. This is a new thing for me. So I'm developing my leadership abilities in my mind to where I can tell. Uh, it's like a natural thing. Like I know, like I better understand certain situations, and it seems very supernatural to me in the way uh, it's happening, and specifically the birds. So with people, um, I'm getting very alpha psychotic, by the way. With people, being able to sense how they view me. Uh, I don't know if I could talk about this. I'm gonna go too crazy, too psychotic. And I don't want to power up right now. I mean, I've got a lot of energy, but I'm just like, ugh. But let me finish. I'll try to finish. So the birds, I haven't done it with animals before. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm using a set of abilities that my brain and whatever supernatural or spiritual or whatever gifts, whatever combination of those things, that is able to that I'm able to do with people. I was able to perceive it and view it in like terms, and using that ability with the wildlife. I have never done that before until this morning. It freaked me out. It made me. It made me feel like it freaked. It didn't freak me out too much, but it made me laugh at myself. Ultimately, it made me laugh because the thing that I don't like, that bothers me, is that when I make people feel bad, I've never liked it. I never will. When people feel bad for me, I've never liked it. Never will. Um, and using that ability that I have, I was able to. The birds were singing and they were singing in chorus. Like if you ever, it was beautiful. I started to like analyze it and tell what types of communication they were using. Like it's not just noise, right? It's not just chirping. It's like depending from the individual bird, different sounds meant different things. It's not just like, oh, that's a young bird, oh, that's a small bird. That's a, no, it's like I was starting to analyze, and I even heard their like authoritative chirps. It's really, it's cute and funny, but also serious. Like they had like serious chirps. They were like chirp, 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 and another one if like a female bird's like chirp, 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 chirp. And I'm like, I'm listening, and like I stopped listening to the birds, and I'm just like thinking about things. I'm starting to feel, my feelings, and I'm doing mental training. And then I go back to listening to the birds, and I know myself that I know how I am, and I'm feeling hostile, and feel, so this is when I started using my ability, and it started to irritate me because the birds, I could read them that they're like, hey, he doesn't like me. Okay, so this is a thing that a crazy person might say, I realize. But I have supernatural abilities, so it's a little different. Uh, Anywho, what I read from the situation is that I know they can feel from my experience. I know that they can feel my energy and my abilities uh, interacting with them, and I could hear in their chirps and read their chirps that they were sad, and it made me feel sad because their chirps were like, he doesn't like us. We're irritating him right now. And I could tell the change in situation because I've never heard them. I've never heard that before. I've never heard a sad bird chirp. It's a first for me. They're like chirp 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 chirp, and they're like communicating. You hear their authoritative birds are like chirp chirp chirp. Why does this matter? Why is this relative? It's eye opening for me for several reasons, and specifically the probably the most impactful is that I'm getting the same negative feeling of caring about others. I'm caring about others, and I don't want them to feel bad for me, right? I'm getting that same thing with these animals, these birds. I think that for me, from a therapy standpoint, I'm proud of myself because I do love animals. And for me, I talked about how, being strong and talking about Batman, and, we're just talking about situations in which, um, if this, and this is true, then it's confirmation for my heart to accept it as reality. Um, it is confirmation for me that that I love them in a way. I'm not gonna say. I'm not. I don't think it. I don't feel like it's right for me to say what kind of love. It's just love. If I have this emotional response from their uh, sadness, so I would get going. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for letting me talk. And I got work today. Got a coffee shop. Go to the gym. I forgot to charge my scooter again. I know last night I had my charger in my hand and I just left it on the floor. And it's like, man, it's definitely from a leader perspective, a sign for myself. It's a it's a confirmation for me. I know it can mean different things. Maybe it has no meaning, but for me, it's what I feel like is like, hey, I need to pay attention more, or I could. It'd be good for me to pay attention more, even though I like walking beside my scooter. So, anywho, all right, y'all. Talk to you later. Appreciate y'all, and have a good day. All right, bye.